People who donate stem cells are in a really unique position to save a life that no one else could have because they might be the only match for that person in the entire world.
A local man is happy and healthy after he beat cancer after receiving a stem cell donation from a stranger in Germany. Back in April of 2018, Joel Koette was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. And after 6 rounds of chemotherapy, he received his stem cells from an unrelated donor in September of that year.
The transplant took about 2 hours. They were, of course, flown in from Germany. They're frozen, they were thawed out. It's similar to a blood transfusion, and the process wasn't bad. The recovery was fairly difficult, but I'm glad that we're through it.
He's Métis, Cree, and French, and being mixed makes it even harder to find a match. According to Canadian Blood Services, around 75% of recipients won't have a family member that's a match.
There are, I think, less than 6% of ethnic background donors on the Canadian registry. So it took a while to find a match, and finding a match is really important to prevent lots of side effects and a successful outcome.
Matching stem cells is a bit more complex than just say blood donation. There's a lots of different markers that you need to make sure, kind of like a puzzle piece or like a specific barcode that you have to match to someone else. Patients are more likely to find a match from the same ethnic background as them. Now, this becomes even more complicated when someone's of a mixed race. Because there's so many added layers that they have to match upon now.
Koette's donor comes from a small township of roughly 6,000 residents in Germany, where thanks to the Donor Society, they've been able to connect.
When I first got his letter, I cried. It was very emotional for me. He saved my life. Without his donation, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you right now. And so, I could never thank him enough. He doesn't speak much English. I don't speak German. So we kind of use Google Translate. It's a lot of fun. We talk probably about once a week, and we want to meet up sometime after COVID.
Gabrielle says there are a need for donors who are ethnic, males, and age 17 to 35 to increase representation.
Donor registries in Canada and around the world especially need donors who are male and who are ethnically diverse because male donors are usually associated with better outcomes for the patient post-transplant, and the diverse donors improve the chances that someone from a diverse background can find a match.
Thanks to the unrelated donor, he survived cancer, graduated from the nursing program at UBCO, and on January 20th, he worked his first shift as a registered nurse in the surgical ward here at KGH. Sarita Patel, Castanet News, Kelowna.